Good evening everyone, welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officer Study 24/7. How are you all of you? So first of all, let me know how are you all, and also those who have joined this session, do let me know is audio video both. Good evening everyone, welcome to go. So let's start in this particular session. Every day we are having one unit and we are discussing one unit in form of important MCQs. Important means the topics, or we can say the subtopics from a particular unit we are discussing here in form of your MCQ. Okay, so let's start the session, and before starting the session I will be your mentor for IE, IFS and PPB, and Monday to Saturday I am taking sessions for PPB as well as for IE, IFS. If you want to join these both sessions, in the morning 6 AM we are having PPB session, and in the evening 7 PM we are having IE, IFS session only on Officer Study 24/7. And if you are the person who is watching this session for the first time, so I want to let you know that this is not our first class. This is our class number 4. We have already discussed the 3 units in this particular subject. And if you want to check the other videos, the recording is available only on Officer Study 24/7. You can go to the playlist and you can find each and every session recorded available there. Okay, so let's start. Every day we are discussing one unit, and we are covering module A right now. So module A, class number 4, we are discussing in this particular session, and this is the Achiever series that we have started from 4th of December. So do join these sessions on the regular basis. Now let's start. What is today's topic? Let's discuss from there. So today's topic is role of priority sector and MSME in the Indian economy, and this is your unit number 4 in a module A. So as you know, module A covers total 11 units, and if I talk about the overall subject of your IE, IFS, it have 45 units. Out of 45 units, 19 units are there in module A and B. It means module A and B have a very small syllabus, but C and D have a huge syllabus, and C and D is a kind of unit that will take a lot of time of yours to prepare. Okay, so what we are doing here today, we are going to discuss about the priority sector and MSME, what their role or what their impact is there on the Indian economy. So let's start. Before moving forward to the questions, let's discuss certain things about the topic of yours. First of all, if I'm talking about priority sector, what is priority sector? Priority sectors are those sectors which, according to RBI as well as according to the government of the country, they are the sectors which need improvement, which need development. And this is the responsibility of the country to develop these sectors, because until and unless these sectors have been developed, we are not able to develop our economy. So in short, I can say if priority sectors are not developed, India will not become in the future the developed country. First, we have to start from the development of these sectors, and then only it's possible that we can reach to the place where we want our country to be developed. And if I'm talking about the economic growth, economic development, what actually these means? So economic growth, when the production of your country, or I can say the GDP of your country, is increasing, it means the maximum production, the maximum growth will be there in the country. But when it comes to the development, development is not a quantitative concept. It is quantitative as well as qualitative. You have to increase the production of your country, but with the help of the production of the country, you have to make the life of other people or life of the people who are in your country better. It means we have to provide the better livelihood to each and everyone. It's not only for the rural economy, it's for everyone, that we have to provide them a better livelihood in the country. And when we are able to do that, it will be economic development of ours. It means if your production is increasing, your job generation should increase, your per capita income should increase, your infrastructure development should increase, your literacy rate should increase, right? The living standard of people should increase. So all these are the things which shows you that there is a human welfare in your country. It means your country is growing. Clear? And when we want to do the economic development, we need to make the life of people good. And this can be done from the start to those people who are actually having a very bad livelihood. It means those who are not able to get the job, those who are under the below poverty line, they are the people who are only capable of purchasing wheat or rice at 2 rupees per kg or 3 rupees per kg. So if you want to develop your country, you have to develop these people, because these are the people who can have the jobs in the future, and they can help you out to being dependent by themselves, that the government do not have to spend more on the social welfare of the people. And when government is capable of saving the money from social welfare, then government will be able to create the better livelihood for the others. How it will be possible? By providing 24/7 all weather road connectivity to all the people. So this is how slowly we will be able to develop, and that's what the priority sector is actually for. We want to make each and every priority sector of our country to be better, and in which we have agriculture. If we talk about agriculture, still in 2023, if we talk about the agriculture, is the sector which provides us the maximum employment in the country, but not the earning, the maximum employment. Now what does it mean? It means maximum people are dependent on the agriculture sector, but they are not earning much money. So we have to develop the agriculture sector, so that those people who are dependent on agriculture, they will be earning good money. If they earn good money, they will be spending money on their literacy, on their livelihood, on their living standard. They will be building their house, or they will be developing our country. So this was the objective behind priority sector that was introduced by RBI and Government of India. And if I talk about the priority sector, it has 8 sectors, in which RBI gives the target and the sub-target as per the sectors that have to be achieved by the banks, the country's bank. Okay. Now let's move to the MSME. What is MSME? Micro, small and medium enterprises. These are the enterprises that actually working in the country to help to increase the GDP. So we are providing a lot of support to the MSME. Like if you remember, CGT MSE was introduced, in which collateral free, third party guarantee free loan should be provided to MSME. And you are supporting this sector in such a way that they do not have to give the collateral, they do not have to give the guarantee, have to take the guarantee from the third party. They can simply take the loan, but there is a chances they can fraud more, because there is no liability on them. There is no collateral of there with you. There is no asset of them with you, or there is no other person who is taking the guarantee of there. So it means it becomes very easy to fraud for them. So why government is doing that? So that we will be able to develop the micro, small and medium enterprises, because these are the enterprises which are helping us to increase our GDP. These are the enterprises which are increasing our production. These are the enterprises which are increasing our exports. These are the enterprises which are helping us for the import substitution. It means we are becoming self-reliant with the help of MSME. And that's why it is very important to develop these enterprises as well as the priority sector to make India self-reliant, or to make India developed. Clear? So this was the gist about the particular priority sector in MSME. Now let's move forward to the questions, and we will be discussing about the subject or the topic of your exam. So the first question, before starting with the first question, I want each and everyone to be very active in the session. Keep answering the questions. If you do not know, just try to answer the question by whatever you know about the particular topic. And if it is wrong, we will be able to correct it. Be active, and in the end of the session, do make sure you put a comment there in the video that how many answers you have given correct, so that we will be able to analyze our preparation. Clear? So let's start. What does CEOBE stand for? So if I am talking about CEOBE, what actually it is, I will let you know. Till then, you can tell me the full form of this particular term. Now, whenever we are talking about priority sector, so RBI have introduced the priority sector lending, in which banks have to provide a certain percentage of A and BC or CEOBE, whichever is higher, So RBI has given the target to all the commercial bank, all the foreign banks, or all the small finance bank, RRB, etc., that you have to provide loan to the particular priority sector as a percentage of A and BC or CEOBE. Out of these two values, whichever value is higher, that percentage of loan should be provided to the PSL. Now, what is A and BC? It is stand for adjusted net bank credit. The money that have been adjusted by the bank to provide credit, that is known as adjusted net bank credit. Clear? Now, if I am talking about CEOBE, CEOBE stand for what? It is credit equivalent of off-balance sheet exposure. It means right answer is A. Now, when I talk about CEOBE, it do not covers or it do not include the assets and liabilities of the bank. Sorry, assets means the loan and advances bank is providing. Liability means the deposits bank is accepting. So these two values, the assets and liabilities of bank, will not be covered under the CEOBE. CEOBE covers whatever a bank is earning from the fee income, or we can say the money that bank generate by taking the fee. Like when bank is issuing bank guarantee, when bank is providing letter of credit, bank charge a certain commission, bank charge a certain fee, and that fee income is a part of your CEOBE. Clear? So CEOBE is simply a income that bank generate as a fee or the commission. And if I talk about adjusted net bank credit, it is the amount of money that bank adjusted after maintaining all the reserves, to provide the loan. That's why it says adjusted net bank credit. The money bank adjusted to provide the credit. Clear? So the right answer will be A. And what is A and BC CEOBE? I have told you here. So do check these also. Now, next, so right answer will be A. Second question. As per RBI guidelines, what is the priority sector lending target for small finance bank? So as per the RBI's guidelines, what is the priority sector lending target for the small finance bank? And these are the options in front of you. So target and sub-targets you have to remember for all the banks. They are very important. Is it 40%, 75%, 51% or 18%? First of all, if I'm talking about a small finance bank, these are the differentiated types of bank, or we can name them differentiated bank, that was introduced by RBI in 2015 for the purpose of financial inclusion. Okay, and when I talk about here small finance bank, what actually it is, they have to provide 75% of A and BC or CEOBE, whichever is higher in the priority sector. This is the total target that RBI has given to the small finance bank to provide under the PSL. Out of the 75, then we will have a sub-targets. Okay, so this is the total PSL loan that small finance bank have to provide. So it is B option. Now, what is the target percentage of A and BC or CEOBE is prescribed by RBI for PSL under agriculture sector for scheduled commercial bank. Now you have to answer what is the target percentage of these two that RBI have prescribed under the agriculture. For which bank? For the scheduled commercial bank. Achha, one thing I want to tell you here before moving forward to the question, like to provide PSL target, RBI provides PSL target, and when RBI provide PSL target, RBI has divided the banks into two categories. That was, first we have domestic banks, like to provide the PSL target, RBI has categorized the bank into two categories, that is domestic bank and foreign bank. Now foreign bank have only two categories further, that is those banks which have 20 or more than 20 branches. And what are the foreign banks? Simply the banks which have their headquarters in foreign country and they only have branches in India. That bank is known as your foreign banks. Okay. Now 20 and more branches bank will be the first category, and the other category less than 20 branches in India. So these are the two categories of your foreign bank. Now the domestic bank have divided into three categories mainly. That first covers commercial bank, that's the scheduled commercial bank you can call it. And the scheduled commercial bank covers public sector bank and private sector bank. So under commercial bank we have public sector and private sector bank. Then we have regional rural banks, then we have a small finance bank. And as a domestic bank, we also have a cooperative bank who have target of PSL. So this is how RBI have categorized the banks to provide PSL target to them. Okay, and the banks have to fulfill these PSL target annually. Now the question is asking, what is the target for agriculture sector? If I am talking about agriculture sector target, it is same for all types of bank, whether they are public sector bank, private sector bank, small finance bank, RRB. They all have a same target of 18% for the agriculture sector. Clear? Out of this 18%, 10% will go to the small and marginal farmers. That we will discuss further. So right answer will be 18. All the banks have to provide 18% to the agriculture sector. All the banks, except the foreign banks which have less than 20 branches. So right answer is A. Next question we have, what is the target for weaker section of society to be achieved by regional rural bank? The target for weaker section of society achieved by the RRBs. And we have these options. First, 18%, 12%, 40%, 15%. RRBs, weaker section. And RRBs have 15% target, all the rest banks have 12% target. In weaker section, only RRB have the different target, otherwise all bank have the same target, that is 12%. Okay, so here right answer will be your D option. Do remember these targets, they are very important. Now, what is the target for weaker section of society? Weaker section of society to be achieved by the scheduled commercial bank. So I have just told you only RRB have 15% target for weaker section. All the other banks have 12%. So right answer will be B. Scheduled commercial bank, public, private, then your small finance bank. They have a 12% target for the weaker section. So right answer will be your B. Next question. What is the target for micro enterprises to be achieved by scheduled commercial bank? The target for micro enterprises to be achieved by scheduled commercial bank. And we have these options. Micro enterprises target for all the banks are same, whether it is public sector, private sector, small finance bank, RRB, foreign banks for more than 20 or more than 20 branches, they all have same target for micro enterprises, and that is 7.5%. So your right answer will be here, D option. Okay, now, what is the land holding for farmers to be considered as small farmers? So what land holding for farmers is there to be considered as the small farmers? So as I have told you, in the agriculture subsector is there. Out of, like all the banks have same target of agriculture, that is 18%. Out of 18%, 10% should go to the small and marginal farmer. Now it is very important to know who are known as the small farmer and who are known as the marginal farmer. I guess you all know about this because you are actually selling the government schemes, Fasal Bima Yojana, Kisan Credit Card, so you know what land holding should be there to become the small farmer or to become the marginal farmer. In case of a small farmer, it should be more than 1 hectare and up to 2 hectare. And in case of marginal farmers, it should be up to 1 hectare. Okay, so do remember the land holding of marginal farmers as well as the small farmers. Next, C answer is there. What is the target for micro enterprises to be achieved by small finance bank? What is the target for micro enterprises to be achieved by the small finance bank? Micro enterprises target, I have just told you, it is same for all the banks and it is 7.5%. The agriculture target for all the banks are same, 18%. The micro enterprises target is same for all the banks, that is 7.5%. And in case of weaker section, only RRB have 15%, all the other banks have 12%. Okay, so right answer here will be the option. Now, as per the definition, the new definition. So the new definition of MSME have been given in 2020 by the government, by the Ministry of MSME. Investment in plant, equipment or machinery and the turnover. The first criteria to decide which enterprise is micro, small or medium, the first category will be criteria will be on the basis of investment. Investment should be done, investment done in the plant, machinery or equipment. And the second one is turnover. Okay, it means on the basis of investment, value and the turnover value, it will be decided that which enterprises, micro, small and medium. So MSME stand for micro, small and medium enterprises. So this is how it have been defined. In case of investment in plant, equipment or machinery by the micro enterprises, it should not exceed 1 crore. And that's what your answer is. That is B. So question is asking, as per the new definition of MSME, investment in plant and machinery or equipment does not exceed dash for a micro enterprise. So micro enterprise can invest in plant, machinery or equipment up to 1 crore, not more than that. Does not exceed. Okay. Now the turnover of theirs does not exceed 5 crore. Every value I am writing here, it does not exceed before that value. Like the investment does not exceed 1 crore. The turnover does not exceed 5 crore in micro enterprises. In small enterprises, or I can say your small enterprises, you have to have here 10 crore. Does not exceed 10 crore, and here it should be does not exceed 50 crores. For the medium enterprises, does not exceed 50 crores, or here it will be does not exceed 250 crores. So it is simply multiplied by 5. Hana? This is what the new definition is. That on the basis of 2 criteria, investment and turnover, your definition have been defined. Do remember these data. Okay. Apart from that, one more change is there. Earlier, we used to have the definition for micro, small, medium enterprises, that is service sector different and manufacturing sector different. But now the both sector have the same definition, which is written in front of you. Okay. So right answer will be your B option, and do remember this. This is very important. Right answer is B. Okay. Next. Which among the following is not a priority sector? So priority sector have 8 sectors. And IT is not one of them. Social infrastructure, agriculture, MSME. Then we have education. Then we have housing. We have export credit. Okay. Then we have renewable energy. Then we have others. So this is what actually the sectors of PSL is. Okay, which is do not cover information technology. So right answer will be your A. It's not a part of priority sector. Okay, now this was the questions we have discussed. So first let me know how many answers you have given correct. Apart from that, I want to add something here for your knowledge, that the target for scheduled commercial banks, it will cover public and private bank. Okay, and foreign banks, 20 or more branches. Okay, these banks have total PSL target. Do remember these target I am telling you individually for the banks category. Do remember them, very important. So total PSL target, they have 40%. Out of this 40, 18% goes to the agriculture. Out of this 18, 10% goes to the small and marginal farmers. Out of this 40%, next amount goes to the 12%, that is weaker section. And out of this 40%, next amount we have 7.5% for micro enterprises. So this is the target and sub-target for your scheduled commercial bank and foreign banks which have 20 or more than 20 branches. Okay, this is the target. Now same target if you want to check about RRBs, Regional Rural Bank. The total PSL there will be 75%. That is same for the small finance bank. Out of this 75%, 18% will go to the agriculture. Out of 18, 10% will go to the small marginal farmers. Out of this 18, 15% will go to the weaker section. Do remember only RRB have different target for the weaker section. Okay, now and the micro enterprise will be 7.5%. That's your micro enterprise. Okay, this is the target for your RRBs. Next, we have small finance bank. So the total PSL target for them is same as RRB, that is 75%. Agriculture is same for all the bank, that is 18%. A small finance bank sub target is same for bank, that is 10%. Here the weaker section target will be 12% and the micro enterprises target will be 7.5%. This is micro enterprises. So these are the targets we have for your banks, that is domestic bank and the foreign bank, which have 20 and more branches. Now what about the foreign bank which have less than 20 branches? Foreign bank less than 20 branches. What about them? If I'm talking about them, foreign bank which have less than 20 branches, है ना? They are the banks which actually covers first the total PSL target, that is 40%. It is 40%. Out of this 40%, 32% should go to the export credit. Okay, and the remaining, how much? 8% will go to the PSL other sectors. Other sectors, not the other category, the remaining. PSL remaining sector I can write, apart from agriculture. Okay, so this is the target for the foreign bank who have less than 20 branches. So this is how RBI have given us the target for the PSL. Clear? Now, if I talk about right now, so you will find there are new batches started, going to start from tomorrow, that is 8th of December. And that's the Sankal batch, and I am starting this batch with the IE IFS subject. Okay, so the first class, or I can say the orientation class for the English medium candidate for IE IFS subject will be tomorrow from 9 to 10 p.m. Okay, only on Officer Saturday 24/7. This orientation class will be available for all of you free of cost. You can check that class. Apart from that, retail banking will also start in the same batch. Vishal sir will be starting the retail banking. And already going on batch is your Sankal batch, in which if you enroll, you will find all the sessions which already happened, recording. And the Mahapack is there. Okay. And to enroll in any of these batch, you have to first download the 24/7 application. After downloading the application, just go to the home page. You will find the exam category in the home page. Then go to the exam category. That will be your JAIIB, CIB. This is the exam category. Click on the JAIIB, CIB. When you click here, you will find all the product offering for JAIIB, CIB. Here, JAIIB May 2024. Click on the view option. You will find Achievers batch starting from tomorrow, 8th of December, 9 to 10. I will be taking IEIFS session. And you have a Mahapack. Apart from that, you have an individual subject batch as well if you want to enroll. Okay, this is how you can enroll. Now, how to enroll? The process is same. Just click on the batch you want to enroll. Let's say you want to enroll in the Achievers batch. Click on the batch, do read all the details, check the validity, click on the buy now option, and if you use this code, you will get 75% discount only. So for maximum discount, you can use the code Y496. Click on the apply, you will find 77% discount, but it will become 78 when you purchase from the application by using the same code. So you will get here 78% discount. And the code will be Y496. The validity will be 9 months starting from tomorrow, that is 8th of December. In the evening 9 to 10, we are having the first class of this particular batch. And also do join this particular session on YouTube as well as in the paid class. If you are an enrolled student, you can join here in the paid class. If you want to check the demo, you can check in the on the Officer Saturday 24/7 YouTube channel. Okay, so this is how you can enroll. And if you want to join these Achiever series on the regular basis, what you have to do, subscribe the channel Officer Saturday 24/7 and press the bell icon and join the session on this particular channel. And now you have to tell me in the comment section how many answers you have given correct about this particular session. Okay, and also share the session with your friends, your colleagues who are preparing for the same exam for May 2023. 24, sorry, so that they can also join the sessions. Okay, so thank you all everyone for joining the session. See you tomorrow in the morning at 6 a.m. for the PPP session. Take care everyone. Good night.